Hi, I'm Jason MacDonald from One Track. I'm the product manager for crushing and screening. Behind us today, we'll be looking at the Anaconda I12R Recirc Impactor. Anaconda is a McClanahan company, and all this equipment is built in Northern Ireland. Starting here at this end of the machine, we've got the feed hopper. Depending on your perspective, it's either the front or the rear of the machine. Technically, it's the front of the machine. I'm going to say it's the rear of the machine with the front of the machine where the discharge of the product is. This vibrating grizzly feeder has a 6.5 cubic metre capacity and fitted with a 45mm grizzly spacing inside the hopper to help pull out any undersized material to increase production and reduce wear inside the chamber. Any oversized material is then fed to the crusher chamber itself. It's got 1100mm wide rotor and 1 metre high. It allows it to take about a 600mm lump and crush down to 20mm or 40mm minus, depending on what mesh is fitted to the screen box. Anything oversized from that will come back to the crusher for another hit from the recirc conveyor. Standard on all the I12Rs we bring into the country is this scalp belt. This is the shorter length version. There is also a telescopic version for extra height underneath the belt. As I said, standard on the Anaconda as part of our build at One Track. Unique to the Anaconda is this hydraulic valve block here for driving the crusher chamber. That allows us to vary the speed from 630 RPM all the way up to 700 RPM in about 7 different increments. So giving us an advantage to be able to achieve the correct amount of impact, creation of fines, or to not create too many fines by slowing or speeding the rotor up. Now we'll take a look at the crushing chamber. If we come over here to the isolating key, energise that circuit, raise the lid up, we'll make sure the bolts are undone at the top. We're great, get the box open so we can then check the blow bars and the tiles inside. We can check for the wear as well on the tiles, and also allows us to get the lifting tool in to pull the blow bar out vertically on these crushers, which is a much better system than the old horizontal style removal. By doing this, we get it open. We just got to make sure the locking pin is put into position on the rotor, so that if anybody does have to get in there to change things, that the rotor can't spin and get them and catch them. So now the box is open, we can get easy access to the blow bars to change them out and look at the tiles and the chains and the rubber and curtain in there as well. But as I said before, we need to make sure the locking pin that's on the side here goes in its position to lock that rotor in place so nobody gets hurt. Very critical part of working on an impactor. Both the I12 and the I12R run the Cummins L9 Tier 3 diesel engine, 283 kilowatts. And that's what helps to drive the power through to the rotor with that hydraulic block we looked at earlier. Standard fit on the Anacondas that One Track bring in is a magnet. The magnet's actually reversible, so it can be made to spin either way. After that, material goes up the belt. If there's any steel, the magnet will pull that out, drop it on the ground, up the main conveyor onto the 2-deck recirc screen box, 12x5 on both decks and side tension on both decks. We can put whatever size mesh we need in there to get the finished product size. And one of the nice features of this machine is these transfer conveyors here. This conveyor here is actually reversible as well, so we can put another conveyor on the side to get a 3-way split off the screen box. Otherwise, you just run it with both conveyors going the same direction to send all the oversized material back up the recirc belt on the other side and back to the crusher for further crushing if there is any oversize. Okay, so the I12, I12R, I stands for impact. Their brother, the J12, stands for jaw. Both machines come with a 530 litre diesel tank and a 400 litre hydraulic tank. And then as we look here at the discharge belt, this machine's fitted with basket guard standard, but it's currently going to be upgraded to full MDG 15 under conveyor guards for the discharge belt and this recirc conveyor here as well. As we walk forward here, you can see that the 2 transfer conveyors drop onto this machine if they're both running the same direction. Then the recirc belt will pick the material up and take it back to the crusher chamber to be recrushed. Or if not, this is a radial conveyor which can be swung out to be able to make another product again without returning back to the crusher. Well, that's the overview of the Anaconda I12R Recirc Impactor. Perfect for applications into soft to medium rocks, recycled concrete, limestone, dolomite, sandstone applications. Can make any sort of product from -20 up to about a -80mm product. This machine allows you to give a 2- or 3-way split of material, depending on what the setup is. It can easily be customised to meet whatever specs are required with hose burst protection, isolators, belt scales, full guarding to the conveyors to comply with MDG 15 guidelines. So if you want any more information, go to the website onetrack.com.au or give us a phone call and we'll be pleased to help.